Did you guys see Scooter without his glasses? That was weird. Hey guys, this is Animat, and welcome back to the Muppet Vlog. Now for this one, I'm going to be talking about the 4th episode of the new Muppets, which is Pig Out. And I'll admit, it's actually very interesting with what they did with this one. It actually has less of a structure, which I will explain later. Now, to summarize a little bit of what happened in the episode, is that Miss Piggy just discovered that all the Muppets, after, they did their work on the show, they would go to Rolf's bar, and they would eventually just, hang out and have a drink and stuff like that. And because of this, Miss Piggy felt left out, so she wants to join in on the fun, and pretty much, also Ed Helms joined in, and, well, the rest just pretty much writes itself. While that is happening at the same time, there was a moment when Fozzie was just warming up the audience, and he was using the gun, those special guns to shoot t-shirts like you would see at sporting events? Well, apparently he used one and accidentally shot Statler, right in the freaking face, to the point, he had to be sent to the hospital. And so there actually is a moment where we see a relationship going with Fozzie and Statler. And also, there is a bit of a third plot that is happening, which is, Sam the Eagle, apparently, he has a crush with Janice. And that is pretty much intertwined with the story of, when everybody is in the bar and stuff like that. And that's basically what this whole episode is about. And I will add that, in terms of its structure, it's much more different than any other episode. But honestly, I still enjoyed it nonetheless. It's still a pretty good episode, but for a completely different reason. And let me explain why. Now, in terms of the story about Miss Piggy hanging out with all the other Muppets at the bar, the reason why this was actually really enjoyable and a lot of fun is because, we don't care much about, what the story is about. That's not important. What is important, and the true highlight of the episode, is just watching the Muppets have fun, because it actually successfully captures, just a moment of having fun at the bar, just singing in karaoke, leave your troubles away. That's what it's all about. It's about, just having fun and seeing all the Muppets just singing all these different songs in their own weird way. And that's pretty much how it is, when you just hang out with friends, you have fun, grab a few drinks and stuff like that. They really did successfully capture it, and all the different kinds of people that would be there, the brokenhearted, or the one that had one too many drinks and stuff like that. It's just really a lot of fun to watch. And even with Ed Helms, I mean, I guess he was an additional spice. He wasn't really used much in the episode itself. He was just added in to join the fun. He noticed, oh, hey, the Muppets are at a bar, might as well join, and, I'll just have fun with it. So, basically, it's like we were in Ed Helms' position, and we just had fun in general. So, that was basically the real highlight. But in terms of the other plots as well in the episode, I will say that, I was honestly shocked and, really getting into it, actually. Even though if there's one that doesn't really have much story, the one that has story is, I really want to get into it, because this seems, for me at least, as a huge Muppet fan, this seems like a huge, monumental moment of the Muppets, where Fozzie and Statler, it's not Statler and Waldorf, it's just Statler, you see a bit of a relationship going on. And even though maybe the punchline at the end is a bit obvious and stuff like that, it's still a good punchline, but, maybe a bit obvious. It's that moment when we got the heckler and the comedian, they were bonding. That was, holy crap, that's a never-before-seen moment. It's, something, you really gotta remember by. But I will say that there are some downsides to it as well. Not everything in the episode was, really fantastic. Even though those are the great highlights, there are a few downsides to it as well. For one, in the main plot where Miss Piggy went out and have fun at the bar, whenever they do try to incorporate a plot, like, it doesn't really work out as well. Like, it has a good setup to it, like how Kermit was manipulated by Miss Piggy, like, to not go, like, to tell Kermit not to go, like, she doesn't want to go, but she wants to go, and, like, all that kind of stuff. Like, the setup was great, but I feel like the ending was, like, it just, you know, it was just too sudden. Like, they need to find an ending, so, like, the resolution was just like that, you know? It's just, it happened so abruptly, per se. And unfortunately, I will have to say the same thing for the plot line between Statler and Fozzie. It's just, like, it was such a great, it was a moment that, like, I'm really getting engaging into, other than last episodes, this was another great Fozzie moment that I really want to get into in the show, but unfortunately, it was only looked at during the first half, and then the second half, it was done. Like, it was completely gone, and, you know, I was really disappointed at it. Like, they did bring it back, like, during or after the credits, but it's like, you know, like, I wish they could have done a lot more to it. But then there is one thing that is all bad, and honestly, it just felt really, really awkward. It's actually the additional plot line where Sam the Eagle has a crush on Janice from the Electric Mayhem. Like, I'll admit, in the last episode, I did get a bit of a feeling that maybe Janice will play a bigger role in the show than just being a part of the Electric Mayhem, but the factor that Sam the Eagle has a crush on Janice, I just feel like this is totally out of character. Like, this is not Sam the Eagle at all. Like, if he has a true love, it's godforsaken America, not really Janice. It's just like, I don't know what it is. You know, I guess this is kind of the problem of the show so far from what I'm seeing. Whenever they're trying to incorporate a relationship thing, rather it be with Kermit and Denise, Fozzie Bear, and his human girlfriend, or Gonzo and Debbie and stuff like that, it just doesn't work out. And so, from what I'm seeing so far, they just only look at it at one episode and that's it. They don't really mention it again. It's just like this awkward thing that they always try to establish, but it doesn't really work out. Like, I don't know why they keep on doing this. And I know, like, with the way the show is going, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to look at it again. It's just, I don't know, it just feels weird. Why? I don't know, like, do they really want to make, like, Sam the Eagle and Janice, like, a real shipping thing? It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, other than that, I will say that overall, it is a good, like, a generally good episode. Yes, it has its flaws, but it is a lot of fun, and it really is enjoyable. So, mostly, I'll remember it to see it as the Muppets having fun. Even if I just get, like, a YouTube clip of just them singing, like, all the different songs at the bar, then I'll be as satisfied. And also, like, give me the parts of Fozzie and Statler. That was just, like, that was like, kind of a pinnacle moment for me as a Muppet fan. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this week, so let's see if they can bring in more plot and maybe as much fun for the next episode. So, until then, see you later, dudes!